if you're doing too many things there, your focus is not there. And if I lose focus, then nobody has a good time.
Yeah.
And, I'm not going to pay a huge entry fee to just throw it down the drain. I want to race. As much as I love Big Willow, it's just time for me to kind of hit the sidelines for a little bit.
Yeah, I understand. I completely understand. So we'll give a big shout out to NCKRoadracing.com. They have an event this weekend, June 7th at Willow Springs. And then they also have an event at Thunder Hill, the 2-mile track.
Now,
at the
just to clarify, you want to make sure that's Big Willow. Willow Springs has the 4 tracks, so make sure it is Big Willow, the big 2.5-mile track, not streets, not Horse Thief, and not the kart track.
Oh, come on!
I
want to see Mark Morrison in his 250 on the kart track.
Yeah, I'm sure it would go okay, but
if Mark's listening right now, he's probably flipping off his phone or his computer.
Yeah, it'd be challenging. I'd like to see that myself, actually.
Yeah. So June 7th.
Now, you guys, it's funny. You guys had a PKC race at the kart track at the same time we were running on Big Willow once, and I was so tempted to enter both. I'm glad I did not, but just to see if I could do it, I was gonna enter both, and because I could literally enter. I mean, it was the same distance between the tracks. It was only 50 feet, 60 feet over to the entrance of both tracks.
Yeah, parking the
so you're
pits by the
pitted right there. Yes, exactly. You're right there, and I was like, you know what? It'd be freaking cool if I could enter both races. They would have just looked at me going, what are you doing? And I just see changing the teeth on the sprocket every 20 minutes. That would have just been horrible. But I'm
going to say it probably wouldn't be possible with one kart, only because the pro kart guys run such a tight, fast ship. I mean, it's gotten to the point you pretty much need a mechanic to make sure you can get back on the track for your next session.
Yes.
And then the NCK
you are correct.
Guys, it's they're definitely a lot more spaced out and laid back when it comes to the schedule. Not saying they're not prompt, but there's just more time between events.
They're prompt. You are correct.
Prompt,
and
yes.
But road racing is a lot more laid back than a sprint event. You are right about that. I raced Buttonwillow's PKC event at Buttonwillow once, and I did it by myself. Let me tell you, I'm not going to do that again. I didn't do poorly. I did okay, but man, I'll tell you, I was beat. And let me tell you, I just do not want to go. It was a rain event. And I guess everything would have been okay until it started raining, and that midfield part in the pits became all muddy. So I couldn't push my cart right to the grid. I had to go around everything.
Oh yeah, you got to walk.
So now I'm pushing my cart. Yeah, you got to push your cart all the way to the end. So everything was perfect till it started raining, and I was like, "Oh, this is not good." Because I get to the grid and I'm wiped. Don't want to do that again. No, bring help. If you race one of those events, bring help. Don't do it by yourself.
Absolutely. Let's see. So let's rewind a little bit here. So we have your event.
I need to do that.
SpeedVegas, October 11th. And NCK...
October 11th, it's an early start time. We're going to start driver's meeting probably about 7 o'clock in the morning, which is fairly early.
Okay.
But due to the fact we're alternating all day long, we want to get going early and have a long practice like they usually do. Okay. So it'll be a solid 90-minute practice session, maybe broken up into 2 sections, maybe 3 sessions. But have a nice long practice for everybody and running a semi-normal day out of it. And that way everybody has fun. We don't want to be rushed. So everybody's going to get a lot less sleep the night before, so don't party the night before on Saturday night in Vegas. Otherwise, you'd be crawling in there on your knees. And, as attractive as that sounds, yeah, save that for like Monday night and go Friday night out on the strip and party. But Saturday night, you might want to kind of.
Now, since you run Honda, do you have a gear ratio suggestion, recommendation, ballpark that would help the racers get at least close?
I just took a guess that day, and I ran an 1821.
Okay.
I'm not exactly sure what that comes down to. Now, to give you a background, I ran no road race fairing. I ran a CIK fairing.
Okay.
I was jetted very fat. I think I had a 195 in there. Again, this is so my CEO didn't see me on a trailer. So it was one of those where I am not going to burn this thing down today. I will go slow. And I was getting pretty good speed. I was wound out by the end of the straightaway. It felt like I picked correct, but that's without the fairing. And that's jetted fat.
And that's
I'm sure that I
you said
1821 exactly.
So
you could probably pick that up a little bit with the fairing and maybe go down a little bit. Everybody's going to tune from there, I'm sure. Now, it's a different part of the year. I don't know how October's going to really be. It was 47 degrees when I was out there testing. I don't think it's going to be 47 in October. So it's going to be a different animal. I was hitting 91 miles an hour at the end of the straightaway. And this is, by the way, these numbers are at the beginning of the day. I kind of got lazy and just was enjoying myself and didn't really watch later on. So 91 miles an hour top speed at the end of the straights. I was pulling 109, minute 9.
Okay.
Okay.
My attitude when it comes to the karting stuff, if someone can help get you into the ballpark, then as a driver, it's your responsibility to
fine-tune from there.
Yeah, and if you can't...
Exactly.
Maybe find a different recreation.
Yeah, if you can't fine-tune from there, if you can't jet and you can't gear from something someone recommends, there's probably...
There's a guy in Norcal named Jason Berry.
Hire someone. Right, you're really trying to get a free trip down here, aren't you? Yeah, I can't blame you.
I want to burn my paycheck on the supercars.
Yeah, I'm trying. We'll see how a discount goes. So, maybe there'll be an incentive to come in early and rent one of the cars, just because you are entered in the race. I obviously can't guarantee that. I'm going to work on that with both parties once everything becomes back to normal. And we're going to see where we go. Saturday is a very busy day. That's why the race is not going to happen on a Saturday. It's going to happen on a Sunday. Saturday is a super busy day at SpeedVegas. So there'll probably be nothing happening except for full price on a Saturday. But I'm sure a Friday or a Monday, they could be talked into very easily. We're going to see how that goes. And like I say, I'm the middleman here. All I do is instruct. I'm not the guy who asks. I shouldn't say asks. I am the guy that asks, but the answer is not always yes.
Yeah, no, but that's all you can do is ask and push and explain to the higher ups, hey, this is how I think it's a benefit.
They liked what they saw. They liked Mark. They liked everything. Hit him on a good day. That's all I can say. Hit him at a great point in the facility and its existence. And they want to promote it. They want word to get out there. So what they would ask for is for you to tell your friends, hey, I had a great time there, That's what they want. They want word of mouth. They've got social media. They've got other forms of advertising. They want word of mouth. They want people to say, hey, I had a great time there.
Yeah, and I think a lot of it too, being that you have a bunch of Karters coming into Vegas at the end of October and November. When you have a racer going to these type of places, it's saying how good their experience was. It just carries much more weight than the average guy with no racing experience, at least within the racing community. Because then someone can sit back and say, wait, I know that guy races. I have respect for him on the track. If he thinks it's a good time and worth spending, let's say, was it $500 to $1,000, depending on whatever packages you want to pick.
Gosh, not even. You can probably, for a couple of 3 laps, you get under $200 right now, I believe.
So 100 to 200.
I would say, depending on how many laps and which car you choose and the time of week, you are looking at not much money. It depends on a lot of factors, but you can get on track for a very, very small amount more than you would think. They're very accommodating. Depends on when, why, and how. And they can usually make it happen to where everyone's happy.
Well, and the thing that, again, that I'm really attracted about this event, one, it's a new track for the Karters. I always like just the new experience. And there's also those other experiences that I've seen that I've been tempted to try that are in parking lots with cones. But I'm not going to bag on them because I've never tried it. It would probably be fine if it was like, I just want to see what this thing will do. But it seems like the straightaway is like 100 feet long. It's like, well, I don't know.
We do have the longest straightaway.
I have a shifter. I mean, how much better can that car be than my shifter on such a short shoot? Give me my shifter any time of the day. But then I see SpeedVegas and say, wait a second, this is a proper facility where you could at least let the thing breathe a little bit and get through the corners, and that's
time to relax.
Yeah, I'd be more excited than that than if someone said, "Hey, come drive my 125." It's like, well, no, can I drive the Porsche over there?
Exactly, and the sports cars around that place, we get compliments all the time, online and in person, that they are some of the most well taken care of sports cars they've ever seen. And they get used quite a bit. And to say that means the facility really takes care of them. They really try. I've never seen a business actually really try hard. And they really do try because they can't have that negative feedback. They really want that positive feedback. And just going back to the track for a second, I'm told, the top quarter inch of the asphalt that they laid is $1 million.
Wow.
That top quarter inch. Yes, sir. So they spent the money. They did it in the right places. They made it to where it won't buckle. They made it to where it's glass smooth. And they put a lot of thought into it. The business began as one of those things where you would rent a supercar for the day, and you would go out around the country and drive for a day and have lunch, and then everybody switches cars, and you get into another one, and then you stop for a snack, and everybody switches cars, and this business grew out of that. Oh,
okay.
Yes, it started off as a business called World Class Driving. And
ads.
You've seen the ads for that, really?
I've seen those ads, yes. Actually,
those guys actually went out and got financing.
Emails, like they're liquidating parts from that stuff or something.
Now they've been absorbed. SpeedVegas is their parent company. That's all been changed, and those guys went out, got investors, and it became SpeedVegas. So World Class Driving is no longer, not from us anyway. It might be a different.
It's like a liquidation email. It's like, driving gloves with this brand on it and things. And that name just sounds very
probably
familiar.
A different company. Yeah, it's probably a different company. But locally, they were known as World Class Driving. Okay. And that's where they became known. And some investors came in one day and said, hey, how'd you like to be bigger? And voila, boom, SpeedVegas was born.
Well, and especially in Las Vegas, there's a lot of competition for entertainment dollars.
Yeah, secondary entertainment, I call it. Yeah, you've got gaming and you've got shows, and then you've got